Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Iron Thief Challenge Thief Gold. I apologize for my lengthy hiatus. My life has been going through a few upheavals. I finished law school, I moved across the country. You can probably tell by the weakness of my voice that I've been pretty sick for the last 2 weeks. And I'm studying for the bar exam, which is above and beyond a full-time job. But I finally have an afternoon free, and I decided to play something I'm really excited about: Return to the Cathedral. I cheated to get here, so I had no cash anyway, but it's just because I'm only playing the one mission. I'm on Expert, so I have 10 health shields. Our objectives are grab the eye and leave the cathedral area. I forget you can't actually see the objective screen. And I've got a pretty detailed map of the cathedral itself, which is nice. Anyway, we start with our trusty compass, the talisman of air, the talisman of earth, the talisman of fire, a flash bomb, the talisman of water, a healing potion, a triangle-toothed lockpick, our square-toothed lockpick, one mine, one speed potion, Constantine's sword, no blackjack, oddly enough, but it would be useless in this mission anyway, 20 broadhead arrows, 2 water arrows, 3 moss arrows, 3 rope arrows, and 3 noisemaker arrows, and that's everything. Now, just a note about this mission in terms of strategy: once things become complicated and Brother Murus appears, there are really 2 ways to play. You can play it optimized, which means you know in advance what Murus is going to ask you to do, and so you optimize your movements through the mission accordingly. Or you can do what's called the long and honest playthrough, which is just only doing things as he asks you to, which treats you to all the little cutscenes that he's involved in, and it means a few redundancies. I'm going to play long and honest just because, you know, I call it honest because going into the mission, Garrett has no reason to know that he's going to need to haul that anonymous corpse in the attic over to the graveyard until Brother Murus tells him to. As far as killing the haunts goes, because we're doing Iron Thief, I'm going to be killing things, killing most everything, just in order to try and get it out of my way. But I want to get Murus's instruction to kill all the hammer haunts, which means I need to leave at least one alive. So I'm going to ignore the one in the winter tunnels, because he's isolated, he's the easiest to leave alone. And I think that's just about it. So let's start by looking things over. Warning: great evil resides in this place and is no longer fit for men. The doors are sealed to protect us from that which lies within. Do not remain here. So it's appropriately creepy and good. Let's poke around outside before we actually head in. If I remember correctly, there are a couple of fire arrows to be had somewhere. Not going to worry about ghosting either. That much should be obvious. In a mission this packed with hostile, powerful undead, it's just, well, it would be foolish to try to ghost without the crutch of quick saving. I'm sure there's some people who can do it, and I salute them. The ghosting is... there's so much trial and error involved in ghosting, especially with the quirks of the Dark Engine. Ah, yes, our little window into the cathedral is gone, and I'm actually not seeing any fire arrows out here, which is a little bit strange. What can you do? Now, I know you can't see the map screen, but let me briefly go over what's contained therein. You have the main cathedral and the courtyard surrounding it, which is what we're in now. Behind the main cathedral, you can see the cloister area, which is comprised of the cloister itself, you know, the alleyways and tunnels and whatnot that connect everything, which you can see on the map. And there are 4 buildings: St. Tenor's, St. Yora's, St. Vale's, and St. Gennell's. In addition, there's a garden and a cemetery and a cloister gate, which Garrett has mentioned in the briefing might be an alternative way to leave the cathedral if things get complicated. Okay. Without further ado, let's go. Let's start placing talismans. Looks like the talisman of air goes here.
So, you are returned with talismans, you clever man. I did not think it likely that you would succeed.
Alright, let's place the talisman of earth, now that the eye has spoken to us. Talisman of fire, and talisman of water. Let's move in. Alright, so we're in a small room. Doors back to the outside, door to the left, double doors in front of us, door to the right. Over here on the ground, a book. Though these be perhaps the final moments of our beloved cathedral and mine mortal life, I shall faithfully chronicle to the end. A great evil magic hath befallen us, and we battle with demonkind on all sides. Our own fallen brethren rise from death and turn on us, cold light aflame in their eyes. Our mighty doors availed us naught, for the assault was from within. Soon I shall be found and slain like the others. May the builders save our souls. So these double doors go straight out to the main cathedral floor, which is crowded. There are 3 hammer haunts and, if I remember right, 3 zombies, a total of 6 enemies patrolling around out there. That's not something we want to directly mess with. That would be foolish. So, let's head left first. Now be careful, the floor is switching. Well, 2 things. The balcony above us, not the room we're in, is part of a zombie's patrol route. You hear him moving around up there. And the floor switches from stonework to tile, so we have to be careful. Also note, brilliant, creepy little quirk of this level, doors that you open automatically close behind you. Now, we can't actually see it, but we can typically highlight it. There's a golden hammer in one of these windowsills. There it is. Yeah, you can just see the handle. So you can grab that from down here. That's 75 gold, brings my loot total to 75 as I grab it. Let's creep across the tile since we're on a patrol route, and let's go through the only other door out of this room on this level. Let's wait for the zombie to leave, just in case he hears the door open. Again, I apologize for the coughs and the scratchy voice. I'm getting over a very, very bad cold. I think the problem was I got it the day before we packed up our moving truck and drove across the country, so I just really stressed out my body, and it hasn't really gotten a chance to recover because, believe it or not, prepping for the bar exam is also stressful. Anyway, move through that door, you're in a hallway with 2 additional exits. There's one to the left and one in front of us. The one in front of us is another entrance out to the main cathedral floor, but it's a slightly better strategic position. We're still going to ignore that, however, and we're going to begin with the door on the left, which leads us into a little ante-room. We're going to have to pick the lock, but like the last room we were in, the zombie comes in here, but he's on the level above us. So he won't make any trouble unless we make noise and he hears us, which is something that we, of course, will scrupulously avoid doing. Let's creep right in here, because we are still on tile floor. It amazes me every time I play this game, the way that they were able to build so much atmosphere just with the little backgrounds they chose, even with the constraints of the Dark Engine, just the statues, the textures, The benches, the symbols, everything. So over here we have 2 gold candlesticks. One on the table, 50 gold, total 125. Another one on the floor, 50 more gold, total 175. Now, you see a ladder going up to the level where the zombie is. We're going to take the zombie out, so we need to be careful. Well, maybe we aren't. I don't have a way to take the zombie out yet. I need to get some fire arrows. So instead, let's wait for him to leave the room and then we'll just follow him out. Shoot, I probably should have played the mission before this one and bought some fire arrows. This is also a tile floor, but it's empty right now. The little anteroom we're in has another note. I mislike the wisdom that so many of the mechanical systems in the compound doth rely upon the proper functioning of the machine room in the cathedral cellar. Our enemies might attempt sabotage, turning our short sight against us. Let us set about re-engineering such that each mechanical system is powered by more local equipment. Sounds smart to me. Oh, shoot. He's on his way in. And the fun of Iron Thief begins. Let's hide down here till he settles down, because we don't have a way to get rid of him. I have no holy water, I have no fire arrows. Well, I do have an explosive mine, but that's not quite gonna cut it. Shoot, oh, come on. Thought for sure I had more time. Guess I was wrong. Anyway, he has left in order to look for us. So if we come out of that anteroom, we end up in a hallway with 2 more exits, one to the left and one to the right. Let's go left, which is going to put us on the 2nd level of the main cathedral floor. Got to be careful up here. We're in view of the entire party going on down there, but you'll notice a purple vase out here. 50 goods. Loot total 225. And you can hear a zombie hunting for me, probably the one that saw me earlier. Let's move through the door on the opposite side of that balcony. Which takes us to a new balcony. With only one other door. Now let's move through here. Oh yes. I guess the zombie is in that staircase right now, so perhaps the wisest choice is to wait until he leaves. Since I am still without a good way to get rid of him. That's not entirely true. I could use my explosive mine. Maybe I'll do that. Oh, this just isn't working out well at all. And this motherfucker is actually in our way. Oh! And we died. Ha! I guess we'll restart. Oh, goodness. Well, I forgot about my mine. I'm gonna place it
Return with a talisman
in the doorway to get rid of that
did not
clown.
think it likely that you would succeed.
We can speed things up a little bit now that we know what the deal is. Particularly when we're in completely empty rooms and the sound barrier is on. Zombies in the room above us right now. So let's just keep on creeping. He's out. Alright. Shit. Get up there, dummy. Let's try it again, once more, with feeling. That should take care of him. I have one flash bomb. That's not enough to take out a zombie. Sword can't do anything. Without holy water, the water arrows are useless, and I have no fire arrows, but this guy is just so in the way. I'm gonna get rid of him. That mine should do the trick as soon as he patrols back here. Come on, Broseph. I'm in here, dog. There. I heard him explode. Yes, he's dead. That's what you like. Of course, it seems to have alerted everyone below me. I probably could have done a better job with that, namely, if I had set the mine farther into the room so the door had a chance to close behind him. But it looks like everyone is settling down just fine. I hope so, anyway. I don't know where those guys are going. I don't like it, truth be told. Shit. What the hell is going on? Seems this was also very poorly planned. The haunt patrols have somehow expanded to cover the second floor. Who knew? Well, the spirit of Iron Thief is we just deal with it as best we can. No save loading. Those are the rules. Now the nice thing about having Constantine's sword is having it out doesn't make us any more visible, so I'm going to try and get this guy. Take that, Chuckles. Clear things up a little bit. Move his body outside so none of his stupid little friends can find it. Well, there's another zombie patrolling upstairs. Wonderful. Pretty much exactly what I didn't want, but what can you do? Oh, a zombie. Terrific. Sounds like a hammer spirit has joined the party too. Well, that's just what's so interesting about this level. There's so many different ways you can screw up. And the numbers of undead are so high. That dude was running like he saw me. What are they doing? Like they're all coming up here. And they're all in search mode. It's not good. Well, since they seem to have vacated the cathedral floor, I'm gonna go down here. We got zombie. Ain't life grand. There's the hammer spirit. Oh, it looks like everybody's heading back to their normal patrol routes at least. And we've eliminated one of the hammer haunts, so that's nice. This guy's presence is a problem. Looks like generally people are heading back to their ordinary patrols. That's a good thing. I do not know their patrol routes anymore. Everybody seems to be ranging over all floors of the cathedral now. That's not good. Well, shoot, folks. We're probably going to end up dead again. We gotta get rid of this guy at least. That much should be obvious. Alright. We got rid of him at least. Then there's that moment when you realize you've just caught a hammerhaunt alone. And you have a golden opportunity to eliminate him. Well, good. That should leave us with one haunt and some zombies running around. Which I'm fine with. It sure beats 3 haunts, 3 zombies, and a spirit anyway. Alright. Let's see if I can't get back to my original plan, but I should hide the corpse in there. Since it seems patrols have expanded to include this balcony. Oh shit, he saw me. He's on his way up. We got a zombie too. They're all right back in search mode. The one haunt is the most dangerous part. Zombies are actually pretty easy to just ignore, but haunts not so much. Looks like we are dealing with 1 haunt and 2 zombies. The haunt is the only really terrible part of that arrangement. He's down here alone. Maybe, just maybe, we can get him. Alright. Well, that didn't go according to plan, but the 3 haunts are taken care of. And the spirit, too. Of course, I've taken 4 damage, but not much to be done about that. Let's keep moving. 3 zombies. Alright, I count 3 active zombies now. They're ranging over at least the bottom 2 levels of the cathedral, which is unusual, to say the least. I thought they're patrols. Oh shit, this way. I really thought their patrols were limited to the bottom level, except for the one I tried to kill with the mine. I was wrong about that, but I can get to the main staircase now. this way. Like my plan has been all along, is to get to this door into this staircase and to head upstairs to the 3rd floor. Well, let's do that now. There's nothing on those steps. Here in this room, we have a locked metal door. Neither of our picks do anything to it. We have a chest which contains a moss arrow, and we have several crates. Now, let's take one crate out onto this little balance beam. Let's toss the crate down there. We'll need it later. This beam has one other exit just straight ahead at the other end, so let's go there. A narrow little hallway with one other exit and a chest. Inside the chest, which is locked and but pickable, we find a ring. 100 gold, total 325. And we can move through the door here at the other end. We're in another little room with one other exit on the left. A chest, not locked. Contains a gold goblet. 25 gold, total 350. Let's head through this other door now. Out onto another beam. Nobody left in here but zombies. That's a big relief, I'm not gonna lie. Other end of the beam, one other door. Leads us into another little room with one other exit on the left and nothing else of note. So let's head through that exit. Now we're in a room with one exit, a chest, and it looks as though we're at the top of the bell tower. Let's check the chest, in which we have 2 water arrows. And let's go through the other exit. Brings us out onto yet another beam with one door at the end. If we head out here, there's a diamond, 100 gems, total 450. Let's head through the light. We got zombies, but they can't make it all the way up here anyway. And let's pick the lock on this door. Now, we're in an attic room. Dead end. Brother Martello's body. We'll leave it where it is for now. Got a purple vase. 50 goods, total 500. And that's about it. Alright, you can see the 2nd level balcony below us. Let's just drop right down there. No problem. Let's head through this locked door now. Of course, there's another door at the other end of the balcony, but we'll deal with that in a moment. In this room, we have a note to read. When attending public services, some members of the congregation have made entry through the cloister gate. The proper way for the public to access the grounds is through the Cathedral gate. Access to the city via the cloister gate doth exist for the convenience of members of the order only. And if we look to the left, we see the eye floating above the pedestal, right where we left it. Now let's get out onto this ledge. Lean out.
Well done, thief. Now that you have attained your prize, can you escape with your skin?
Now at that point, all of the undead are made aware of us, and the hammer spirit spawns if it hasn't already. So the alert earlier was kind of immaterial, except it made initial navigation much harder. So anyway, they're all looking for me now, basically because the eye told them to, but we moved back out onto this second floor ledge. Now I have one flash bomb, but that's not really enough to do anything to these zombies. Let's move into this little room. A nondescript hallway with nothing in it. Over here, we have a dead end with an elevator that is inoperative. Well, awesome. Now let's bounce down to the ground level. If any zombies spot us, we'll just have to avoid them. So here's the main cathedral floor. There's no exit over here. Almost like he smells me. So around that corner and to the left are the double doors leading back to the entrance. Straight ahead of where I'm looking right now, past the crate, is the door to that first hallway we were in. The door over there to the left of the altar takes us to the main staircase where the hammer spirit was. I want to get over here to the right. That's a healing fountain. But got a vial of holy water. Now I only have 4 water arrows, which means I can take out 2 zombies with this. I want to make sure I have 2 zombies together. Alright, good. This'll do. Come here, bro. Come at me, bro. You too. Alright. Well, we've cleaned house a little. That'll make things easier. Now let's grab the crate and head into this hallway. 2 exits. One in front, one to the left. Let's pick the lock on the left and head in there. Bring the crate in, drop it. In this room, we have a purple vase on the ground, or a purple goblet on the ground. 15 goods, total 515. We have a note to read. Brother Gerard, the behavior we have repeatedly seen exhibited is truly most troublesome. The eye hath been moved once again to the vault in the cellar. This eve, please you post 2 sentinels to guard it. Thus we shall determine how it is that we find it floating o'er the high altar each morn. Let's hop up the crate now. And I was thinking I was going to grab some loot, but that's not how this works. Gotta get on top of the crate and mantle up to this ledge. Once we're up here, we're on the 2nd floor of the bell tower. That crate and mantle is the only way to get in here. But over on the corner, there's a necklace worth 100 gold and 100 gems, total 200, brings my cumulative loot total to 715. Now, just so we get all the little flavor bits, let's head through this door. Here's the bottom of that dysfunctional elevator we saw earlier. And if we head through here, we're back at the entrance. Well, we've got the eye, let's just leave.
Leaving so soon? I think that would be too easy. These doors I sealed once again. You have to find another way.
Now, how am I going to get out of here?
Oh, these doors are locked too. Let's go ahead and pick them open. I think there's still one zombie wandering around, but a single zombie's not even really a threat. Although he has really expanded his patrol. Let's go back to where we found the holy water vial. Just because I had forgotten, but I actually have some use for the healing fountain. There, we're back to full health. Isn't that nice? Alright, here we are back where the hammer spirit was. I feel free to properly explore this room now, which there's not much to it. There's the door to the staircase, that door leads out to the cloister, and here's a notebook. A novice passing the cemetery yestereve said he saw a strange glowing figure walking therein, but upon investigating found that the apparition had vanished. Those who heard his story laughed and blamed his vision on an excess of ale, but I am not so quick to dismiss it. I remember the burial of our beloved Brother Murus last week and the feeling that something was wrong. I shan't relate the story to Brother Martello, since he was much attached to Brother Murus and mourns his loss still. Let's head to the spiral staircase. The only place we haven't been in the cathedral now is down in the basement, so that's where we'll head next. Let's head in here. We got a hammer spirit and 2 zombies down here. I don't have any way to take out the zombies, but I do want to take out the spirit. The best way to do that is to take him by surprise. So, I'm just going to stand here and wait, prepare an overhead swing, and get him when he's close. Backstab and 1 side swipe are enough to get him. Good, good, good. The zombie didn't even hear me take him out. That's perfect. So let's just steer clear of him. We're in beautiful, beautiful darkness right now, so... we can go left or straight. Let's go straight to start with. We have to be careful because water is noisy, but as long as nothing's close to us, we should be okay. Now, if we head over here to the left, we find the privy. Always an amusing find, but there's nothing useful in there. And here we have the generator room. We need to turn this bad boy on, because we remember that all of the cathedral's machinery relies on this. Let's turn it on. You don't need to worry, it doesn't turn on lights or anything awful like that. It just means now we can use the elevators and whatnot. Careful with the zombies. Let's head in here. Let's head right to this little passage, which seems to be the storage room. Lots of coins in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coppers worth 5 gold each, brings my total to 740. 3 silvers, 12 gold each, brings my total to 776. On the other side of the room, 2 silver nuggets, 50 gold each, brings my total to 876. And if we flip the switch, we find a strangely empty safe. Who knows what the purpose of that is. Zombie heard me because water is noisy. Let's just head clockwise and get around in that way. seems to be easier to go with the flow of their patrol. Given our limited resources, there's no real need to take these guys out. And just to show you where we are. Now we're right back where we were. Maybe there's only one zombie. I thought there were two. But it looks like there's only one. That's good. Now inside this room, right here by these barrels, 2 water arrows. Most excellent. We head in here to these shelves, what looks like an old pantry. There's a gold candlestick. 50 gold brings my total to 926. Let the zombie go by. Since I have no good way to deal with him. We'll probably end up just leaving him alive, because we're nearly done down here and he won't be in our way. Now you see that lighter square? That's a pressure plate. So we don't want to hit that. We want to grab that gold candlestick with the lean. 50 gold brings my total to 976. Move up to this dry ground. Straight ahead is the entrance. There's one more tunnel here on our right, so let's go. Find a locked but pickable door. Alright. Now we're in here. There are 3 valuable bottles of wine, 50 goods each. Total 1,026, 1,076, and 1,126. Now here's the corpse of Brother Renault. Again, if I were trying to optimize, I'd bring him with me, but I'm trying to play honestly, so for now I'll leave him where he is. With that, we are, at least for now, finished in the basement. Let's head all the way back to the main spiral tile staircase. Yeah, I forgot there's still an active zombie up there, too. He seems to be on his way out to the main floor, which is a fine place for him to be. We're gonna head through here. And with the cathedral done, cleared out, let's head out into the cloister. This is not an enemy. This is our friend Brother Muris, but as you can see, there's a lot of hostile traffic out here. We've got a hammer spirit and a hammer haunt and at least 1 zombie. That's not good. Let's trigger Muris's talking. Or not. I want to go bag the spirit while he's alone. He's the most dangerous, followed closely by a haunt. Oh, but the haunt has turned around and headed this way. Alright, we got a haunt, 2 zombies, and a spirit. Take the haunt out of the equation. If we leave him here, no one should spot him. Seems like, miraculously enough, nobody heard that. Alright, now let's make Muris talk.
Welcome to the majestic and splendid Hammer Cathedral. How pleasing to welcome new initiates into our fold. I am Brother Muris, and I will be thy spiritual guide. I see that thou art tired from your journey, so I'll leave thee be. But if thou needst my help, I can be found down in the cloister.
Okay. Now I want to eliminate that spirit. There's still a zombie out here, so I need to be careful. Probably just let it clear out. The nice thing about the spirits is that they walk pretty fast. Annoying thing about zombies is their patrols are kind of randomized. They have a route, but they don't strictly adhere to it. They'll turn around to the middle of it, just do segments of it over and over again, as you saw just then. Oh, and here comes his buddy. That's just perfect. Now I hear someone hunting me. I don't know why that would be. Certainly not good. Now, let's dip into this well and grab another water arrow. Let's get back into some of that sweet, sweet darkness. Now, let's bounce back here. Alright. Area's clear right now.
These stairs have seen better days.
We can drop down there, but I'd rather not just yet. Now we know 2 zombies patrol here, so we have to be careful. This is St. Yora's. Seems quiet, so let's head inside. Some reasonable darkness in here. And I don't hear anything except zombies. That's always good. Here comes a zombie. Well, let's let him clear out since I have nowhere to get rid of him. This room only has one other exit, since that one is filled with debris. Let's head into this hallway. Room on the left, empty bedroom. Another room. Junk, a plate. Inside the chest. Zombie there. No good shadows. Oh, fudge. I don't know if he's fully alerted or just searching, but either way we're in trouble. He's coming right at me. This isn't gonna work. Let's head to the right. turned left. Somehow I spun all the way around. Oh, let's head in here. If we look up here, we find a purple vase worth 100 goods. Brings my total to 1226. Now this looks like a safe spot to hide. So let's just wait until homeboy gives up. Could be a while, but that's okay. Alright. Now let's ignore that hallway to the kitchen for now. Let's deal with the second floor. Had to move quickly to get over into this bedroom, but there is a nice little shadow here. Alright. We work our way into this room. Find a locked chest. Now this contains Murus's rosary, so I'm not going to grab it just yet because I want to get the little cutscene where he asks me to find it. There's zombies everywhere. Well, it looks as though we got spotted. Let's move in here. Another chest with worthless junk inside. A wooden pole. Let's move ahead. Work our way through all this into an actual dark space. And what looks like a tomb of some sort. Now I missed some treasure back there. I just remembered. This does not end well. There's what I was looking for. One flash bomb got us through there. Good. Now let's flee into this room with the tomb. Leave those zombies behind. Alright, let's creep on in here. And note that on the tomb, on this side, there are 3 water arrows to pick up. Brings my total to 6. We head in here, we find some steps down. Alright, let's creep into the kitchen. We head over here to the fireplace. For whatever reason, inside the fireplace there's a gold goblet. 25 gold brings my total to 1351. Over here, a gold plate, another 50 gold brings my total to 1401. Now, if memory serves, there's a fire arrow to be had up there at the top. Alright, we can take out 1 zombie, so let's use this bat joker wisely. Alright, let's deal with the dining room. Alright, well, we've got a zombie patrol. I'm gonna wait for him to leave. There are 2 zombies standing in alcoves. Behind one of them is a gold plate, which we're going to need. Fuck. This homeboy found me. Alright. Well, let's just start running. Got a healing potion and some reading material. The priests shall no longer doubt their decision to give me allowance to convert the unused storage room in the winter tunnels into an alchemy laboratory. This day my research hath yielded much, as I have created a most useful explosive device. It is my belief that in times of war we will be able to use such explosives to force open the gates of the strongholds of our foes. The device is quite dangerous, so I have stored it in the armory in the Cathedral attic. Alright. The one on the right is the important one. Grab the gold plate from his alcove. 50 gold brings my total to 1451. Now let's head out this door. Down, down, down. Let's see if we can't wait here for the zombies to give up. Here's Brother Muris. Let's get him talking again.
Aha, our newest acolyte. Thou seems to have gotten thyself into some trouble, And from the looks of thee, I'd say thou art used to trouble. Well, I can help thee escape this desolate place, if thou wilt help me with something. Since thou clearly camest here to collect things, thou can start by collecting some things from me. All brothers have rosary beads, so thou'lt need some too. Thou canst borrow mine. I think I left them in my room. I'd remember that it was so nice to look out over the fountain in the garden. So be a good lad and bring me my rosary.
Okay, with that done, we have a new objective. Aid the ghost of Brother Muris in order to escape. Excuse me. Now, we have the objective to get the rosary, which is right back where we just came from, so let's go do that right quick. Sign, St. Yora's. We're still there. That's all well and good. The other good news is we know exactly where the rosary is. We've already unlocked the chest. We just have to get by a little fleet of zombies in order to get to it. It's right here. We've got the rosary. Hopefully we confused the zombies enough. Now let's head out here and get our next directive from Muris.
Aha, what a wonderful looter thou art. Thou hast found my rosary. I have some other things for thee to do as well. I needs for thou to get a holy symbol. This place is not as holy as it once was, I'm afraid, so thou might have a hard time finding one. Thou canst always make one for thyself in the Tenor factory. We do it all the time and praise the builder for his works.
Alright, let's read that sign. Cloister. That's fine. Now, this is another crowded area. 4 haunts come through here, as well as a hammer spirit and 2 zombies. We were very lucky to get a haunt alone just then. There's another one. That's 2 haunts down. There's spirit, 2 haunts, and 2 zombies to go. Of course, we'll have to leave the 2 zombies be. Alright. I think I can get back to the cloister at least. We got the spirit, 2 more haunts, and 2 zombies that all come through here. Now seems like a good time to get this going. And I also don't quite like the shadow I left those 2 bodies in. Get it a little cleaner. I want to take out both remaining haunts, but I need them to be isolated. One more to go. Then we won't have anything to worry about but a couple of slow, piddling little zombies. I think this will be the haunt. Let's bag him, whichever way he decides to go. Alright. Nothing left but zombies. What a relief. Now we need to go into the tenor factory, which is the door that zombie just came out of. Screw this guy. We have to do so much transit through the cloister. I want it as clear as possible, so I will burn my fire arrow to destroy him. Now the last zombie we currently need to worry about is inside tenor, so I'm gonna wait till he starts patrolling again, and until he, until he's out of the factory. He seems stuck. There he goes. That's what we're waiting on. Alright, here's St. Tenor's. Let's go inside. Okay. Only one other exit from this front room. Takes us to a hallway. We can go left or right. Let's go left first. Here's where we can make a holy symbol. Step 1. Position one of the molds on the 4 pegs in front of the smelting cauldron. Step 2. Push the left lever back to close the mold. Step 3. Pull the right lever forward to tip the cauldron. When the gauge on the wall indicates that the mold is full, tip the cauldron back up by pushing the right lever back. Step 4. Pull the left lever forward to open the mold. Remove the newly manufactured item. Builder be praised. Alright, the holy symbol is the hammer. This one right here, so let's grab the multi-mold and mount it. Hit the left lever to close it. Hit the right lever to pour. Watch the gauge on the wall. When it hits red, you're done. You can hit the right lever to stop the pour. Hit the left lever again to open the mold. And grab a holy symbol. Wonderful. Let's go see what Murus wants next. Where's he going? Is he coming in here? No. Alright.
Excellent. With that holy symbol, thou art truly a novice of the order. Confound it, I seem to have misplaced my prayer book. Novice, please go get it for me. It's called the Prayer of Consecration. I don't have any idea where I was last reading it.
Alright, for this we need to go to St. Vale's. Before we do that, let's finish looting St. Tenor's. At least. As long as it's not a future objective. So let's head out into the rest of the factory. Now we've got an elevator here, which we can use to get down into the winter tunnels, but I'm going to leave that be for now. Some machinery down there on the left, but let's just head in here. Nothing really important in this room, but we can head upstairs here. Alright, the zombie's in here, but as long as we stay off that metal, we should be okay. Well, maybe not. He's looking for us. Well, let's head left into this little altar room. Find 2 more fire arrows. That's what I like to see. And I was about to miss, back behind this machine, a silver nugget. 50 gold brings my total to 1501. Alright, I'm going to save these to thin some numbers in the cemetery, because moving around in there can be tough. Now let's head up to this little metal pathway. Carry this crate with us and head out to this little chute, which dumps us into what looks like a backyard. We got a well, we got a shed. Inside the shed, nothing interesting. But if we hop up on top, there's a candle, which I'm going to leave, and a purse, which I'll grab. 100 gold, total 1601. Alright. Let's just head back to the main cloister area. And let's head down the elevator. Now, we could get the stash of goodies now, but I'm gonna wait until we're told about it. So for now, let's just admire the mural. Let's just go straight ahead. I think this is the one I want. This should take me into the library. Yes, this is the library. Good, this is where we need to be anyway. Healing potion on the ground. Or next to that altar. Alright, let's check things out. Note, Kindle, thou art a naive novice at times. The craftsmanship of the holy symbol thou hast created is not flawed. Thy problem is that a mere initiate such as thyself cannot perform the blessing that implores the builder to transform thy symbol from simple metal into a holy artifact. I wouldst suggest thou ask one of the priests to bless thy holy symbol for you, or it will be of no use. If thou art embarrassed, thou couldst visit the observatory at the top of the tower in St. Janelle's and talk to Brother Renaud. He knows of another way to instill holy symbols with the builder's blessing. Well, that's interesting. Let's get up on the balcony with a rope arrow. Up here is Murris's prayer book. The Prayer of Consecration. O Master Builder, we ask thee to bless our brother who hath died in thy service. Forgive him the transgressions of his living days, and look with favor on his works in thy name. Plumb and plane, fire and forge, purify his spirit, and draw from him all which does not meet thy plan. Take him to serve with thee in thy home, where he may rest in peace eternal. And we've got the prayer book. With that, let's go back to Murris and see what he wants next. One zombie is very easy to get around. I'm not going to waste any fire arrows on him.
Who would have thought back then that an unsavory character such as thyself could be my salvation? Thank thee for getting that book for me. I need to find a candle I used when I was still alive. The last time I remember using a candle is the night of my death. I was in the workyard, where the well is. My personal possessions were hidden, but I think the candle is back there still.
Alright. Well, let's go get the candle. We know where it is. We can just run straight to it, really. We only have the one zombie to worry about. And he's nowhere near here right now. Bam. Alright, let's go visit Homeboy again.
Yes, that is the candle I was using to see the night I died. It will do for our needs. I see that thou hast all of the items we need to perform the ritual of consecration. Meet me at my grave in the cemetery.
Can I get in here yet? I think I need the key. Yes, I do. Can't pick the lock either. That's what I thought. Head over here into the bathhouse. Get 3 more water arrows out of the pool. 1, 2, 3. Very good. Now, let's head into St. Janelle's. I guess I should have read the sign to that effect. St. Janelle's. Let's just run a circle and get the zombie off our tails. head in here. Over in the corner, we have a gold hammer. No, a gold hammer. 75 gold, total 1676. The room on the left. Over here, stack of gold coins. 25 gold, total 1701. Let's call the elevator up. The Holmes here wants a piece, but he's too easy to dodge. I'm not going to worry about him. Now in the chest here we have the cemetery key. We also have a purple vase. 50 goods, total 1751. Now that we have the key, let's head to the cemetery. We'll get back to looting in a minute once, Murus sent us places. For now, we have the cemetery key. Let's open it up. Thin the crowd here a little bit. There are 4 zombies in the cemetery. They're just a real pain in the butt. Getting rid of 2 of them will make our lives much easier. Looks like they're coming this way. Let's let them see me, and then we'll run the circle. There are 2 gold hammers to be had in the cemetery. They're both on top of gravestones. Can't remember exactly where. A couple of open graves too, but that's not terribly relevant. Oh, they aren't on top, they're in front. There's one, 75 gold, total 1826. Now let's do this.
Let us begin, my friend. Wave the rosary over my tombstone.
Okay.
Now place the candle on my tombstone. Read the prayer of consecration.
O Master Builder, we ask thee to bless our brother who hath died in thy service. Forgive him the transgressions of his living days, and look with favor on his works in thy name. Plumb and plane, fire and forge, purify his spirit, and draw from him all which does not meet thy plan. Take him to serve with thee in thy home, where he may rest in peace eternal.
Oh no, the holy symbol thou hast has not been blessed. Thou must find a way to bestow the builder's blessing on it. When thou hast done that, return here.
Okay. Well, we heard already from a note the observatory on top of St. Janelle's. So now let's head back to St. Janelle's. Let's find the other gold hammer. What do we do? There it is. 75 gold, total 1901. Alright, let's clear out of here. Great. It's coming this way. He's gonna spot me. Maybe not if I go here instead. Alright. Let's leave him in the dust. Let's head back to St. Janelle's. This time, let's take the elevator down. By this altar, I think we find moss arrows. He has 3 moss arrows. Pretty useless, but there they are. Let's pick this lock. This goes to the observatory. As we go up here, we find a moss arrow and a fire arrow, which we will have use for, the fire arrow. The Master Builder doth surely gaze favorably upon our crusade to subjugate the wild forces of nature with tools built in his name. Here in this tower, with these optic machines, I have learned much about the movements of the lights the Builder hath set above. The divine power of the moon and stars hath been focused into a pool of water, which I name the lunar pool. I had hoped the water would show the same properties as holy water, but it doth not. However, it must hold the Builder's grace, for it doth bestow the Builder's blessing upon holy symbols immersed in the pool. I shall investigate this further, drawing forth knowledge for the glory of the Builder, Brother Renault. Great. So if you hit that switch, then it opens the observatory roof. You can play with the telescope, but it doesn't do anything. And here you see a sign that says Lunar Pool. So, just dunk your holy symbol, and it becomes a blessed holy symbol. Now, let's go back to Murus in the cemetery. But before we do that, open this door and murder that zombie. Reason being, there's treasure, a gold hammer, 75 gold, total 1976. Now ride the elevator back up. And head back out to the cemetery. I want both of these unlocked. Alright, let's get back to it. My man Murus.
Touch my tombstone with the holy symbol. At last, my prayers have been answered. My soul is finally free. Acolyte, thou hast saved me from eternal unrest, but I need thee to help my friends from life as well. I've prepared their final resting places for them, but I need thee to place their bodies in their graves. The first is Brother Renault. He died in the cellar of the cathedral. Please, go get his body and place it in his grave.
Alright, let's go get Brother Renault from the cellar. Now I should point out that the difficulty differences in this mission come into play here. If you're playing on normal, that is the point where Brother Murus gives you the key to the armory. Unfortunately, we aren't there yet. Now, since we can't quick save, I'm going to make an exception here, because the death stairs are a glitch. You're supposed to be able to mantle up them, so if I die on the death stairs, I don't think it's unjustifiable to use that quick load. Fortunately, we didn't die. So, let's head down to the cellar and get Brother Renault. We know where he is. We saw him on our first trip down here. There he is. Alright. Same deal here. If the death stairs murder me, that's a glitch. Alright. Let's roll right on up. Over here. Of course, it's very well lit for the 2 zombies that are still active. So if you were on normal, you wouldn't have to bury these guys. Murus would have given you the key to the armory already. If you're on hard or expert, you have to do this.
Please go get the body of Brother Noel and place it in his
But by
grave.
thy hand I can finally depart this earth and go to the builder's home. It is only fitting that I reward thee. In the winter tunnels beneath the cloister, seek thee a room with a mural on one of the walls. In the upper right-hand corner of this mural, spy out a hidden button. Press that button. Thou hast what thou wilt find there, and my full thanks. Farewell.
Please bury Brother Martello. He died in the cathedral attic.
Okay, so we have 2 things to do now. That mural, which I skipped earlier, now we can honestly get the stash from behind it, since Brother Renault told us about it. So let's go do that. Still need to leave the last haunt alive, but can I just... no, that would hurt. Then we need to get Martello from the attic and bury him in the other grave. Zombies leaving, so that's perfect timing. There's the button. In this room, there's a cornucopia of goodies. Holy water, moss arrows, explosive mine, and some more water arrows. Now where is it most worthwhile to use that holy water? Good question. I probably don't really need to use it anywhere, if I'm being honest. Let's go get Brother Martello out of the attic and bury him. Well, if this guy gets in my face, I may have to use it on him. Yeah, we were able to get around it pretty easy. Alright. Death stairs again. Reload is only justified if the death stairs kill me, which they didn't. Thank goodness. Alright, up to the top floor. All the way around. Get in there. What the hell? There you go. Alright, let's grab Martello. Let's just slide down to the ground floor with him. Now, same thing here with the death stairs. If they kill me, I consider it a justified reload, but they didn't. Good. Alright, let's go bury Brother Martello. Let's see, if he decides he wants a piece, I'll use it on him and the other two in the cemetery. But if he goes by peacefully, we'll save it, in case of emergency. Okay. The other grave is up here on the left. Now, if you're playing on hard, this will be your end point, burying Brother Martello.
Now I must ask thee for one last thing. These haunts who inhabit the bodies of my brethren, they must all be killed.
So there you go. Have to kill all the hammer haunts.
Kill all of the hammer haunts and return here for thy reward.
You only have to kill the haunts if you're playing on expert, which, of course, we are. So let's head into the winter tunnels and deal with the last haunt. What I've been saving this whole time. Excuse me. Well, there goes the zombie. Sounds like the haunt is over here. Yes. Here is the kitchen. So just wait till he turns his back and backstab him. That little holy symbol type chime lets you know that was the last one. Well, let's explore this room now. Got two treasures in here. A silver nugget, 50 gold, total 2026. And a diamond, 100 gems, total 2126. We have a healing potion and a vial of holy water. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Oh, let's call this elevator and then ride it up. Alright, with that done, let's head back to Brother Muris.
Thou hast been a great help to me, friend, and I owe thee great thanks. I wish I could give thee the key to the cloister gate, but that is long lost. Take this key instead. It opens the armory in the attic. There is something up there that a crafty person like thee will find useful. I go now to my rest. Once again, I thank thee.
Alright, snag the armory key. Now we're almost done. One last gamble with the death stairs. It's coming up right here. Good. Gotta head back up to the attic. We can finally open this door. Scroll. Beware, this object is a powerful explosive device. Only authorized demolitions personnel should employ it. Place close to the target gate or portcullis. Trigger the device with fire. Take adequate cover before detonating. Note, the explosion is not of sufficient power to destroy walls. Be sure to target gates and other weak structures. Grab the explosive charge and 2 fire arrows. Need at least 1 to set it off. Oh, there's a zombie. Let's take an alternate route back down, namely. Just slide down to the ground level out here. Alright, well, I lied. This is our last date with Destiny and the Death Stairs. And the Death Stairs glitch never happened. Well, that's a good thing. Now we're pretty much done. Get the explosive charge ready. Run this little loop. Set that bad boy right by the gate. Back up. Blow it. And leave. Mission over.
Now you have your precious eye. What do you hope to do with me?